spectacular game that we have in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Blue Hens will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Davis will throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Delaware's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
It's a running room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Defense might bring the house here. Davis looking to pass. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It is good! And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Inside the 45. At the 35, he's loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Blue Hens have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Got his man in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Blue Hens are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Rivers. Here's a heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Under fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try it over the left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush is on him. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Running behind that left side. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Davis will throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
He's got it. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, a double-layer offense going back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
To the ground with the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Blue Hens will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Davis looking to pass. He makes a catch. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting first and 20. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Rainbow Warriors are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Immediately fires to the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
A strike downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play. They got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Brought down at the 20.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Gets it out fast. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Davis will throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The sure hands, it's Hayes. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Starting to feel a little pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Davis looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thurman. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the big fella. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam! And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. To the air, it's Rivers. Got his man on the outside. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun to give. Looking for room. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Delaware. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 20. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped in and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Leaves it with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front.
Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give on the option. He's knocked down behind the line. Image again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Running back searching for a hole. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. The Rainbow Warriors need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Davis will throw. Found some room, but needed a little bit more. Had to get it to the 40 for the 1st down, and now it's 4th and short. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lemon. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Oh, there's the ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding up.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Blue Hens! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently, they live in the second world as this coach.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Rivers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never... stout, right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thurman. Turning it on. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this seat.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Davis will throw. Got him downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great ball.
There he goes. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Rainbow Warriors started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged in the middle, it's Hayes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they will score! Touchdown, Hawaii!
One of of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for space. It's Tulliver. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trying to get it to the marker. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.